The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Number 28.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Number 20.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. This one caught by Davis. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. And we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
7 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Down. Winters. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun is Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Eason. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. They run the counter. Winters. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
He's brought down
on a second and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Cunningham. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Here's Cunningham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A gain of
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Cunningham going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return is going to take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, Las Vegas.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cunningham looking to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before break. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Grant sets to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters, he'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Hewitt, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. They go play action with Eason. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
At the 30-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Down by 8, they say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. Eason going to try and throw for it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Cunningham.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Winters, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Winters, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Eason. It's complete to Glenn. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 19 yards away, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go back to Grant. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Grant. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. No chance.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.